What's going on, guys? We're on day 3 of no rain here, so I'm pretty excited. I'm just sitting outside this morning before I get my day started, before the chaos of the day starts, and I wanted to make a quick video talking about something that you can do to cheap break barrel air rifles to improve your accuracy. It's not difficult at all. It's maybe one step above cleaning your barrel. And what got me thinking about it is the Crosman Fire that I bought last year that I've been messing with a little bit. The other day I cleaned the barrel and I chamfered the breech. I've made 2 videos about this in the past, and one of them went away and one of them wasn't very good, so I can't show you how to do it, but I can explain to you what I'm doing. When you get your affordable break barrel rifle, whether it be a Gammo or any of the Chinese made air rifles, the back of the barrel is just going to be cut and barely deburred and barely polished. Most of the time it looks like they just cut it with a bandsaw, and that's all you get. Maybe a little bit of surface grinding, but there's a burr at the beginning of the barrel. There's a burr on the breech, and with a simple reloading tool, I use an RCBS reloading tool that's very inexpensive, but with a simple reloading tool you can just remove that burr, and it does a couple things. The first thing that it does is it removes the burr, so it's easier to put the pellet in there. It makes it a little more fun to shoot, and that's a big thing with air rifles. Them being fun to shoot is a big reason why I enjoy them so much. So if it makes it just a little bit easier to load the pellet in there, that's a big plus. Number 2 is it makes the seating depth consistent. And with that Crosman Fire, it was really tight. I was actually having to use a Sharpie to push the pellet down in there. Now, since I've chamfered it, I can just feed it easily, and it seats to the same place because the skirt of the pellet is not coming in contact with the breech until it's all the way in there. With too tight of a breech or with a burr there, you risk having inconsistent seating depths, and when you close your barrel, when you lock your gun up, it's gonna shave the end of the pellet off. So that's another reason why I like to do it. And third, and this is completely placebo effect probably from me, but I think it makes it more accurate because of the angle of the breech. I think it allows for more consistent air pressures. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you have a flat surface and you have the transfer port and then you have another flat surface with a ridge, I think that that's going to cause a little bit of turbulence. We are playing with air pumps here, but I think that's going to cause a little bit of turbulence with that air, and I think that just that little bit of deburring on the breech is going to help the gun breathe a little bit better. It's going to help have more consistent velocities. So how you do the modification is you get an RCBS deburring tool. I've used different ones. This one is the best. It does take about 10 minutes with this one because you don't have a lot of leverage, but you're just going to put a little bit of regular gun oil on that tool and just start very lightly cutting that burr off. You're going to be cutting the breech. You're going to be adding an angle to it, and you can put a pellet down in your barrel and jam it down in there so that it catches all of the shavings. Or what I do is I just have an old toothbrush on standby, and as chips accumulate, I just brush them away. And then most of the time I clean the barrel after doing this, but if you have something like the Crosman Fire where it has that built-in suppressor and you don't really want to clean the barrel because you don't want to take that thing out or risk getting metal shavings all down through your built-in moderator, then you can just jam a pellet down through there and then take a Q-tip, put some gun oil on it, and get all those chips back out. So but as you're cutting, you're going to want to move the rifle around. You don't want to cut from the same position over and over and over. So cut maybe 10 times on this, clean it, turn the gun over, cut. And what you're doing by changing your position of your hand as you deburr is you're help keeping that chamfer consistent. So I hope this helps somebody out there. If you're interested in doing this modification, I can make a complete separate video on how to do it and post that to Rumble, but it's a really simple thing you can do to a budget break barrel air rifle to really make it more fun to shoot and make it a little more consistent and make it a little more accurate, I think, because of the Bernoulli's principle, basically. Yeah, that's going to be all from me today, guys. I'm hoping to start posting more and more. I was planning on just trying to get one video out a week, but the recent little warm spell that we've had here in North Carolina and no rain has gotten me back outside and gotten me back excited to shoot and mess with air guns and to make videos. So you'll probably be seeing a bunch of videos that I've been wanting to make here in the next few weeks. I'll see you later.